I know there's been some controversy about the new dress code, and it's actually not a new code. It's a code that's been in place for a couple of years, and we were just emphasizing the importance of appropriate attire for school so that our emphasis is on learning. It's all about learning in the classroom without distractions. So as an admin team, we felt the knee was an appropriate gauge of the attire for female students to wear, because last year when students were trying to work around mid-thigh, clothing was all over the place and sometimes became a distraction. And we've listened to the community this year and to our student reps who've had some concerns about buying clothing and feeling that maybe students who dress appropriately were being penalized by a new way of dressing at school, and so we have modified our approach and will consider certainly the mid-thigh. However, the Student Council has recommended some pretty strict guidelines in terms of no warnings. If students are out of dress code, they need to be able to wear their gym clothes or other attire on campus in order to be appropriately dressed. So that's what we'll try for a little while. I honestly want to make it very, very clear that learning is our job. We are here to learn, for our students to learn, our teachers to be able to teach so students may learn, and we want to take away the distractions of anything that's inappropriate. I also understand there's some concern about the cheerleaders, and I have not seen their uniforms this year, but it's the same guidelines to dress for success and to dress where clothing is no shorter than mid-thigh. And the reason for that is that cheer is like any other student performing on campus. When we have student athletes who are performing at rallies, they change into their particular uniforms and do their performances and then go back to class. And you know, the analogy that I talked with our student officers, our student body, was we wouldn't have students wearing their Speedo swimsuits on campus or have the volleyball girls wearing their outfits or uniforms to class, but they are appropriate for their sports because it's what the sport requires in order to be able to be efficient within that sport. And I understand it with cheerleading, and I invite the cheerleaders to make changes into their uniforms if they wish to wear something that does not meet the dress guidelines, and at rallies to be able to perform and then go back to class with the appropriate attire. So that's kind of our position. We're looking at it. We're working with student council, our student body officers. They've been great. Working with parents and district administration, and hopefully our whole focus on achievement, student achievement, will be successful, and that the distractions of attire and other things will become a non-issue.